I became so dark. I was not fine. I was not fine at all.
Some people used to be a slim mama.
No, I thought so. Even at a point, because I always wear heels and, I always like to dress good to church. At a point, I couldn't wear them anymore. My feet were big. Like, I was not wearing slippers.
My name is Alaba. You are welcome to my program, Mother's Experience. So, in this program, I have a mother with me that will be sharing her experience and navigation from the pregnancy to the childbirth and the amazing experience of being a mother. So the program is actually titled Mother Experience. So I have Pelumi with me, in which we have different segments, and she'll be sharing her experience with us, the pregnancy experience, the postpartum, and the support system she actually got during pregnancy. You are welcome. So if you find this program interesting, try to share it to your friends, try to like, share, and comment. Thank you very much. So I have here with me Pelumi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. So Pelumi will be sharing her experience with us. She's a mother of one. So Pelumi, you are welcome to my. She has been sharing her pregnancy experience. So she will be sharing her birth experience as well with us, on how she gave birth to her baby, the joy of being a mother. Yeah, thank you very much, Pelumi. Can you describe your labor and delivery experience?
Okay. Around 5 months when I had him, when I was still pregnant with him, I had like a major accident, a car accident. So when we did everything, they said it was fine. I knew it was fine because it was still kicking and it was doing the normal way. So, but I went in for fetal monitoring and they said his heart rate was not consistent, so that the placenta has aged. It was so much of English.
Yeah.
What they just said was, I have to have the child, like, through CS. So I didn't experience labor. So because they'd already said I was going to give birth by CS, immediately I got to the hospital and they concluded that they are going to take the child. I didn't want to go back home again to go and tell my mom that they said I'm going to, because mother in Israel, she's going to take it up. She will go on her knees and start praying. Oh, you have to give her like the Hebrew women and all that. But me, I'm not for that. I was already tired. They don't want to hear CS. Yeah. And there's nothing bad about having a child on CS. Yes. Everyone is doing a good job. So I didn't go back home. I just stayed there. I told them how much is it I paid. They gave me my room and I had my baby. So, but I felt like maybe the anesthesia or something they gave me well off during the surgery, because I could literally feel them, taking something or what, sewing me up. It was a really, really painful thing. And I was screaming like, I called the God of all the gods, God of Jacob, Isaac, Israel, God of Adeboye, God of Aduloju, God of everything.
Everybody.
I called all the gods in this one. And that was the last thing. So, the nurse was like, at the point I heard my baby, then I didn't hear him again. So, but that was not bothering me because that pain was so much. I wanted to stand up, like, I'm not hearing this boy's voice again. Then the doctor said, oh, I have to go back down, else I'm going to have this headache for the rest of my life. I'm like, no, it's not going to be. So I just went back down. But that pain was so intense that I screamed at the point, and that was the last I heard. Then I woke up the next morning, my elder sister was just in my face. Hey, Uchichi, you're woken up, you okay? Look at your baby's so fine. Your baby's so fine. Are you okay? Are you fine? She was just dotting me and doing all these things. So I'm like, I'm just tired. Then I just saw, I'm like, where's my baby? Like, let me just see. Like something that grew in my stomach for 9 months.
Yeah, that's
that boy.
Yeah.
So I saw him, we had the normal body connections and body touch. And they took him back. They asked that I need to rest.
Yeah.
Because, I was seriously in pain. And that was when it dawned on me that I just had the surgery. Oh my God. It was painful. It was really painful. Like, no amount of painkillers.
Yes.
could really work. It would just work for a while and it would, wear off and I'm back again, feeling pain. So I think that was how my birth journey was. So I didn't experience labor. I don't know how labor feels. So
thank you very much. Did you have a birth plan? And if so, how closely did your experience follow it?
I didn't have any, because in my mind I already thought I was going to fall into labor. I had another stud already have a baby, so she was telling me that I will wait for one mucus plug, I'll do this, I will do that.
Yeah.
Like everything everyone says. Even I had this birth application I was following. I was going, everything they said, it wasn't relative. Like I didn't see anything. And so at the point they said some people were spotting, I did not spot. At the point they said and I will see one mucus plug. I didn't see anything. I just gave birth.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I had one. It was just planned for maybe how I'm going to like take care of the child after.
Yeah.
But maybe delivery, I didn't have much of a plan. I was just expecting that, that contraction they say they have.
Yeah.
I did not have it.
Individual experience differs. The way you are going to feel during labor differs.
It's different. Yes, that's how I feel on the long run.
Yeah. Were there any unexpected challenges or surprises during childbirth?
Aside that, I had my child via CS because I'd already thought it was going to be vaginal birth, and I was waiting for contraction. Nothing. Even when they say they have autism. Birth care, like maybe Braxton Hicks or something. I do not have it. I do not. So it was just my son having my child having his own way of coming to this world.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you very much. Who was with you during labor and delivery?
Oh, my mom and my sister and my uncle and my nephew.
Nice.
Was just them.
How did your support team, partner, family, medical staff help you during the birth?
Though after my delivery, I left home like the next day. So there was not much of support from the medical team, aside the fact that the next day, I didn't leave home the next day. I didn't leave the hospital next. I left the hospital the third day. Okay. So the next day they came in, massage my body, bat me and all that. But there was something they wanted to do that I didn't like. I had my child via C-section. So there was something like maybe douching or so. Maybe they will have to wash your vagina so they can get out your womb, so that they can take out the birth blood from the womb. So she was going to like dip her whole hand inside my vagina. I told her that she should not bother because I didn't experience the dilating thing where they will check 1 centimeter and all that. So
yes,
and
that's horrible as well.
Yes, and my partner was not around for like the whole pregnancy. So, and somebody just wants to put hands inside. So I'm like, no, please, no, don't do it.
You are not interested.
She's like, oh, my stomach is going to be big after. I said, well, it's big, let it be big. But that you are going to say you want to wash anything. Don't bother washing anything, I'll be fine. But she massaged my body, I was fine. Then the next day, the third day after the surgery, I was discharged. I went home. So I got more support from, my family, my mom especially. My mom did a good job.
Nice.
Yeah, for like 3 months she was with me.
Kudos to mothers.
So before I got home with my baby, my elder sister cleaned the house, cleaned the baby's room, set up everywhere, disinfect the house, the house was smelling nice, and then I came in and everyone was just welcoming me.
With the
baby. So the baby came in too, because it was peak of COVID. So everyone was so particular about not bringing any COVID into the house. So we had to clean the house. Even his bed, we cleaned everywhere. We made sure the environment was neat to welcome the baby.
Okay.
So I got support from my mom and my siblings.
Thank you very much, Pelumi. What were your feelings and thoughts when you first saw your baby? That's a joy.
Well, I was happy. I was happy actually. And I was like, I'm just tired. Because I was in pain. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be fine. Then I was happy, but at the same time I was really in pain. So it was not so much of emotions, just that I have a baby, like I don't give birth to a baby. You know that kind of I just give birth to a baby.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling. Then the fact that yes, I can sleep on my stomach.
Yes.
You know, then I have to sleep on the side, the
left side.
No. But that day I could sleep on my stomach. I was very happy. But that was when I got home sharp, but not at the hospital. But that relief you get, that oh God, this baby is out now, I'm happy. So that was just the feeling I had.
Thank you very much, Pelumi. Can you describe the initial moment of bonding with your newborn?
When I had my baby, you know, sometimes some people will just have plenty breasts and they will not lactate well. While someone will just have a very tiny breast and be lactate well. Mine was struggle. Like I wasn't lactating. So I had to speak with a breastfeeding doctor that prescribed some, some medication and snacks, oats, and she produces it. So that was what she gave me, and I was able to lactate a little bit because I wanted to breastfeed exclusively. I wanted my baby to eat, well. So I couldn't. So it was so much of struggle around that period, and I was just particular about I want him to eat well. What I'm producing is not enough, and I want him to bounce back, look good, and all that. But I wasn't producing enough. But when I took the food, the cookies and stuff she recommended for me, it worked a little bit. It worked, and I was lactating a little bit, and that was just the experience I had. And later I became so obsessed. I didn't want anyone to touch him. I can't really give so much experience because it was a very awkward feeling I had, after that delivery. Something like baby blues, I was having, and it was just like that. Then till later I started getting back together. Like, I'm not going to allow whatever they call it to, affect me. So it was just me pulling myself out of how I was feeling. I just wanted my mom alone to take him. I was scared that something might happen to him. So I was having that feeling like nothing must happen to him. So I only wanted my mom. I trusted my mom alone to hold him. So I didn't want my any other person to hold my child, just my mom. So that was the feeling I had after we got back. And I think that was the experience.
Thank you very much.